Almost everything I interpret from the Bible, I kind of use the cosmology that I try to develop. Well, it's not like I invent it. I try to have the cosmology of the Bible. That's my intention. I could make mistakes in there, but I just want to mean that it's not something I invent. I try to use the cosmology that I see in the Bible to interpret the Bible. That's my whole shtick. So when I talk about things, usually there's like two aspects to it. There's like a symbolic aspect, and then there's a factual, let's say, factual aspect, okay? And to me, those two things go together. They absolutely go together. It's not like I'm talking in metaphors or anything like that, you see. I'm trying to describe reality in a way where the facts fit the spiritual meaning completely. So it's not like there's metaphors and then there's facts. It's always both. So you can kind of use the example like I talked before with the whole following thing. I mean, I wasn't talking in metaphors there. You see, I think there actually was a flood. I think there actually was this event of Cain and Abel. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm metaphorically interpreting it. I see meaning in facts, which is not the same as kind of inventing metaphors and myths. You see, it's like the things happen, and these events are full of meaning. And then the meaning, we can understand the meaning by seeing the events, right? So that we always have to keep that in mind. So it's like, because sometimes when I explain how I see things symbolically, people interpret it as if I'm saying that it's not real or it didn't happen or it's like a myth or something. No, that's not what I'm doing at all. I think these things are absolutely real, and but they are real in a way that has meaning. Kind of like when we say Jesus is the Word of God. It's like the incarnation of the Word of God. What does that mean? It means to me, it means his existence, factual existence, was full of meaning of the Word of God. Like his actions were like a language, basically, that we can interpret to understand, full of the Word. So, but I think events are like that in general, but Jesus is like particularly full of meaning, more than most people, more than all people, in fact.
Yes.
But so if I talk about giants, I'm talking about both the reality of it and the meaning of it, just to be clear here. So I mean, I have a way to interpret the idea of a giant, okay, in the Bible. So the idea to me is everything in the Bible is about connecting heaven and earth. Okay, so that's really, really important. Just like it says when God created Adam, he took the dust of the earth, that's the earth part, and then he blew into his nostrils the breath of life, that's the heaven. So it's like heaven and earth joined together. So almost everything in the Bible, you can interpret it with this basic pattern. So, and like I said before, the example too, God gathers the people from Egypt, and then he gives the law. So that's heaven and earth being joined together. So almost everything is about joining heaven and earth. So
Indeed.
I think what I call symbolism is the real way to understand the Bible. I kind of explained a little bit what I meant before. It's not metaphors, it's not allegories. Well, there's some allegories in the Bible, but what I'm saying is the heart of it is incarnation, okay? It's like Jesus is the incarnation of the Word of God. So it means that events are meaningful, are full of meaning, and then this is how miracles happen too. This is how real miracles happen, not fake miracles that are like manipulation of consciousness and all these illusions that they're kind of doing now. But not illusions. See, a real miracle is not an illusion. They're real good with illusions, but a real miracle is about manifesting a truth in reality. So it's kind of like you will judge a tree by its fruits. It's like producing fruit that's full of light, full of meaning. That's what it's about. It's not about weird knowledge of occult things. Automatic writing, this is ancient stuff. It's not new. Remote viewing,
No.
all these things, communication
I
with
agree.
demons and these kind of things.